Hello ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? It is your host, the one and only One Hennis, and today guys, bringing you another episode of MLG Hypecasting with your host, Pro Hennis. Today we'll be playing on the map Downhill using the MTAR. Hennis trying to spice it up a little bit because he knows his viewers are desperately trying to get him to kind of move away from the try-hard weapons. So Hennis figures that he would throw on the MTAR here and see how he would do. So all my teammates appear to be over at the B-Dom site. Hennis does notice someone up in this window here. Believes that the enemy did not notice him, however, but now has to be very wary that the enemy might have seen him and might be trying to perform a flank around him. All Hennis' teammates appear to be dead, and Hennis is now in a 1v3 situation. Will Hennis be able to clutch this and bring home a W for round number 1? We're desperately moving around here into the enemy spawn, trying to find people, not seeing anybody as the bomb is planted at B. Hennis now has 40 seconds exactly to go and defuse that bomb. Or he can kill this enemy here, which he does do successfully. Hennis now has to be very careful, though, because the enemies are definitely going to be around here. Knowing that the enemies could be on the bomb, most likely. Hennis has to be very careful. And does notice that the enemies are both camping right there, and is able to get killed. Unfortunately, his teammates are going to lose that round number 1. If I had actually crouched down right there and gone for the defuse, the enemies may not have even noticed that I was there, and I might have been able to get a ninja defuse, which would have been absolutely sick. But anyways, we will try to perform that same maneuver again. For score streaks, we are running the UAV, the Hunter Killer Drone, and the Hellstorm. So Hennis is going to try to push the same way again, knowing that the enemies may come this way this time. Unfortunately, though, we do have to be wary because the enemies could all push in one direction, which it appears as though that is their game plan. Stick together, strength in numbers, which is actually a very smart way to play. Hennis and his teammates unfortunately do not have too great communication at this point, so they will have to be very individually careful. As Hennis is trying to find people here, does pick one person off, ultimately is able to get the first kill of round number 2. Desperately trying to find people, does find person number 2 as time is taken out by Hennis with his MTAR in their spawn. Hennis desperately trying to look for more enemies now, knowing that they could be inside their house base here. Hennis is trying to avoid all enemy contact. Does spot somebody, is able to take him out for Hennis. The third kill of the round for Hennis. Ultimately going huge for his team here, picking up a lot of kills. There's one enemy left on the enemy team. Desperately looking for where this enemy may be. Hennis is looking at that head glitch, not spotting anybody good, but does notice that a friendly was just killed over here. Know that the enemy could be over here. Light Green is able to pick up the final kill with his ballista. Hennis going 4-1, going huge for his team in round number 2, picking up a lot of kills here. Light Green ultimately spotting him and being able to kapow take him out there. Almost a headshot, but a great shot nonetheless. Hennis, realizing now that he does have 130 ping, will have to be very wary, knowing that the ping could affect his performance and ultimately luck against the enemies in getting kills. So Hennis is going to try to be very wary over here. Does spot somebody, is not able to take him out as 2 snipers are over there. Hennis will not be able to pick off any kills, however, though. Does know that 2 enemies are pushing over here, one with a riot shield. Hennis does have to be very careful now, knowing that the enemies could still be out here waiting to get a headshot on him. Hennis does spot somebody, but Care does take him out with his DSR Gold, which is absolutely a great shot right there on his part. I don't understand how he possibly could have gotten that kill, as we are on board here with AFG, who is hopefully going to be able to pick up this kill. Does, and he is now in a 2v2 situation here with his teammate Light Green, who is also here with his ballista. Hopefully going to run over here to his teammate to hopefully give him some backup, as AFG is currently in a desperate situation here, trying to find out where the enemies could be, as Light Green is currently making a slow trek towards that spot. Does spot somebody here in the middle side of the map, pulls out his 5.7, is ultimately probably going to be able to pick off this kill here if the enemies doesn't turn around and notice that he's here. Does spot him, is able to get a few shots into him as Light Green is able to pick off the final kill of round number 3, and it's his team up 2-1 in this S&D game. Huge clutch play right there from Light Green as he is able to pick up the kill. Great thinking on his part, is able to do a nice slow turnaround, ultimately making a sacrifice, not sticking with his teammate, but ultimately it did pay off in the end, as it is now halftime with Hennis and his team having a 2-1 lead in this game. Hennis is going to try to get the bomb right here and try to go for a rush plant A. It's going to be very surprising, I believe, for the teammates, because I don't think that they will be expecting a plant to go A side, since considering that everyone has been going B side this entire time. Hopefully that none of these people are Counter-Strike players who ultimately are able to be better players for the most part than other players. So Hennis is now quickly at the A-bomb site, is going to try to get this bomb down, knowing that the enemies could not be around here at all. Is going to quickly be able to get that bomb down, knowing that the enemies are not anywhere around here. Hennis now has a little bit of leeway time, does spot somebody, but is not taken out, luckily, Hennis does have to be very careful, though, knowing that the enemies could be in any situation here. Does spot a teammate, an enemy, is able to take him out, knowing that the other enemy is in here. Hennis does find him, not able to pick off the kill there, as Hennis is taken out by Kixo. Hopefully his teammates here will be able to take off the enemies, as Light Green is in here with a 5-7, not able to take out the enemy, as he is now left. FAG is the only person left alive on Hennis and his team, so he will have to hopefully go and protect that A bomb site. Hopefully it's not going to be defused, as it is. Unfortunately, Hennis' team does lose round number 4, as now we are in a 2-2 situation here. Kixo ultimately able to pick up the final kill right there, getting a sniper shot off here on Don't Care. A nice little no-scope right there. Or no, I Don't Care, excuse me, was on the team of Kixo. That is my bad. Ultimately calling out the wrong people there. Let's, alright, so my teammates are going to grab bomb there. We do have to be very wary, though. If we are going to push in the A bomb site, we do have to know that we do have an assault rifle, which is ultimately not too great against enemy SMGs if they are going to rush in there with SMGs and or pistols. So Hennis will have to be very careful in pushing into this area. Not spotting anyone just yet. Hopefully some enemies will push through and Hennis will be able to pick off a few nice cheeky kills. But knowing that the enemies are all sticking back into their spawn, Hennis might be able to actually perform a massive flank here for his team and pick off a bunch of huge kills here. Let's see if he will be able to do it. Knowing that the enemy his teammates have planted the bomb at B, excuse me. Seeing that the enemy is over here, Hennis does have to be very careful, though, as he is taken out by Care. Huge play on his part, picking off that kill against Hennis with his DSR. We are on board here with AFG, who does have to be wary that the bomb could be being defused at B right now, knowing that they're in a 1v1 situation here. Jellyfish versus Care. Sniper versus Sniper. What will happen here, as no one is defusing the bomb? Jellyfish does have to be very careful now, knowing that the enemy could be anywhere. Does spot the enemy. Is he able to take him out? No, he is not, as Jellyfish is going to be able to pick up a huge kill and a huge defuse there for his team. Clutch play by Don't Care there, bringing his team to a leading standpoint. They now lead the game 3-2. Hennis and his team does now have to win this round. If they don't, then they will ultimately lose this game, and that would be very unfortunate. So Hennis does have to be very careful now, knowing that the enemies will be pushing in all directions, most likely. Hennis does, however, have to keep out his MTAR, because that is the rules of the game. You start with the gun, you end with the gun. Hennis is going to try to grab the bomb here, because he does not trust his teammates to pick up the bomb, especially Racy right there, who ultimately does pick up the bomb. Hennis has pushed A bomb site multiple times, and we might actually push a slightly different spot this time, knowing that the enemies are around here. Hennis is desperately trying to find somebody. Does spot a sniper head over there, but is not able to take him out, unfortunately. Does not have enough clearance right there, as someone does push into that site. Hennis is taken out by Care. Huge jump shot, headshot there by Care, picking up a solid kill for Hennis right there. What a nice, glorious dome shot right there by Care, who is ultimately taken out later in the game. We are on board here with AFG, who is in here with his teammate. Does have the Peacekeeper out and a shotgun, ultimately able to take out a huge kill on Dajar there. Hennis and his team now has to be very careful. AFG does spot another person able to take him out. We're on board here with Jellyfish, who does get a nice quick scope. Oh my goodness, his team is in a 2v2 situation here, ultimately turning around the game. AFG is currently camping in this side, hopefully being able to coax more enemies to come in this direction. AFG is currently sitting in a snowboard shop, not seeing anybody just yet, as Jellyfish is trying to do an overlook, looking for the enemies. Does not spot him, as AFG is picking up another huge kill. We are now in a 1v2 situation with Hennis and his team in the lead here with people. Jellyfish desperately trying to look for that last enemy there. Who will be able to find him? AFG has moved out from his camping spot. Probably the smartest idea, considering that the enemy may know where he is. Jellyfish is able to find the enemy, who is AFK, and is able to pick him off right there. Deluxe AFK for his team, and not being able to get off a kill there. Huge round for Hennis and his team, as we brought it to a 3-3 situation here. Hopefully Hennis and his team will be able to pick off a nice final W here, and we'll see how this all pans out as we move into round number 7 here on the main stage. Hennis is going to pull out his MTAR, excuse me, and is ultimately going to push towards the A bomb site. Hennis has had most success over this way with getting kills, so he will most likely have more success going over this way trying to find enemies. Hennis is going to, however, play a little bit passive in this game, going to stay in this sort of cafe area right there, waiting for the enemies to kind of push in here. Hopefully going to be able to spot someone and maybe even see someone planting the bomb. Hennis is able to pick up a huge kill there on Dead Zombie as shots are being fired. Hennis is currently, might go down here, not knowing where the enemy could be. Hennis has to be very careful right now, believing that the enemy might have pushed back inside there. Hennis is going to go for a little quiet defuse right here. Seeing as there is someone pushing out here, Hennis is going to be able to hopefully get a few hit markers on this person, not able to take him out just yet. Hennis does not know where this person is. He believes that they are in that corner right there, but he does have to be very careful, not spotting anybody just yet. Hennis is going to try pushed back out, not seeing anybody or any teammates or enemies in this area. Hennis is actually very confused right now where this enemy may have gone. Not noticing anybody on the A-bomb side. He believes as Hennis is taken out. Huge kill right there as we are on board here with AFG and Deluxe, who are the last two people alive. Hennis is unfortunately taken out by the rolling cart thing there, the ski lift, as AFG is the last person left alive here. Does not have to plant the bomb, but ultimately does have to be very careful. He's in a wide open spot right here, knowing that he could be sniped from any direction if Deluxe does have a sniper here, which he could also be, as AFG picking up a huge kill there for his team. Ultimately Soundhorn and picking up a nice final kill right there. Ladies and gentlemen, if you did enjoy this episode, be sure to smack that like button. Very much appreciated, as Hennis does go absolutely herp-derp in this game. If you guys did enjoy, however, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new, check out all the links in the description below. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for AFG in the comment section below, and until next time, everyone, keep gaming, and as always, stay cool. Adios.